Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I just picked up another project. It's something that I've wanted for a long time, and I finally came across a good deal on one. This is a 1972 Honda CT70, our Trail 70. It's only got 700 miles on it, and that's what that thing says, which I kind of believe it. It's pretty clean. Back lens is broken. Supposedly there's something going on with the motor. I have it in the back seat of my truck. I don't know what's going on. It looks like it's got a brand new carburetor on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it unloaded, bring it into the barn, and we'll take a better look at it. All right, so it's a couple days later. I got that CT70 pulled into the shop. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take a look at this motor that it came with. See what this is. I didn't really look at any of this when I purchased it because I thought I was getting like a really good deal, so I didn't. So it's all wrapped up. Here's the chain cover. It's a little crusty, but it'll do. Let's go ahead and pull this out of here. Came with this nice little tote. Let me angle this down so you guys can see. Came with this nice little tote. Here's the air cleaner, which is nice to have. This looks original. It's a little pitted on the chrome, which is fine with me. Here's one of the mounting bolts for the engine. I'm gonna start putting parts in this little bin. Razor blade. That's interesting. I don't know what the deal is with that. Some other random bracket. What I realized when I got home was that he didn't give me the engine guard or the foot pegs. He had two of these. I had talked him down on the price. He wanted to sell them as a pair. I only wanted this one, so I wasn't too picky with what he was giving me. Here's the other cover. The exhaust is pretty ratty. So go ahead and get this out of the way and I'll bring you guys back. All right, let's see if this motor will turn over. Yeah, it seems to turn over fine. This timing, there's a little plastic gear that the timing chain runs on in the engine, and this is loose for whatever reason. Looks like you might have had the top end apart. Looks like there's a newer spark plug in it. This is just barely screwed on there. Starter. I didn't get the shifter with it either. I should have went through all these parts a little better, but I was just a little bit excited when I got this. Intake's there, carburetor's there. This is some cheap Chinese one. Oh no. Well, there's another problem. We're missing the insert for the ped cover. Oh wait. We're not missing it, but that just doesn't look right. It's down here. But I believe these have two fuel tanks, or two hoses like the CT or ATC 70. So I don't think this carb's gonna work. Let's look at the bottom of the motor. Let's check and see if there's oil in it first. I'm gonna spill oil all over the place. I'm assuming it's bone dry. Yeah, it is. Let's take a look at the cases. Looks like he was trying to clean them up. Yeah, it looks pretty clean. Looks like he had the whole motor apart. He was saying something was up with the Kickstarter. Something was binding up. Let's see what that's about. See if I can kick it over. Well, this doesn't want to go on there. force it, but I want to. Yeah, something's wrong with the Kickstarter. Let's go ahead and take this side cover off and see what we can see in here with the Kickstarter real quick. Something. Pull this car. I'm going to pull this head off. And we're going to inspect this timing chain. First, though, I'm going to put this back on there and see if I can kick it over without all that stuff on there. See if that makes a difference. It should be turning over just fine. And it does. Yeah, but then this gets stuck. Something's not right with this Kickstarter. I'm wondering if the bottom end, he tore it apart and he didn't put it together right. Looks like there's a brand new crank in there. Yeah, because this is getting stuck down and it's really hard to pull up. All right. I'm gonna put the plug back in here. I'm gonna go look on. So eManual Online sent me this manual for the CT70 to look at. And this is pretty sweet. This is like the old school shop manual. They have thousands, probably tens of thousands of different manuals. They sent me one for the 200X project too, so when we get to that point of tearing that one down, we'll have this. So these manuals, you can see the table of contents. Everything's right here. Let's go to engine removal and installation. So we'll just scroll down. And it's really nice to have this on a computer compared to a manual. I don't know, I like it. Go through here, it gives you all of the specifications for everything. Torque specs. Scroll down a little bit. Carburetor, what it came with. Different countries. Oil capacity. This is for the ST50. So here's the CT70, USA type, 0.7 quarts. That's good to know. It's a 4-speed, gives you all the gear ratios. It's a really handy thing. Shows you all the tools you'll need to disassemble it. Let's see, come down a little ways. Engine removal and installation. Drain engine oil by removing drain plug and fill cap. Drain wall. Engine is warm to ensure complete draining. It's really nice. Really pictures for everything. All the specifications. So that's how I knew how to split the cases to get the kick shaft start out. Here is the oil pump all torn apart. That's really cool. Cylinder head. Disassembly. Tells you how to do everything. This is an awesome manual. This is not like just a regular one. This is one I think for a shop. So it's really cool, and you can store them on your computer. There's a discount code I'll put in the description. This just shows you everything. All the valves. Stuff like that. So if you find this stuff interesting, it's fun just to look at these and read. I mean, it tells you how to measure every component of the motor to make sure it's within specification and stuff like that. So cam chain tensioner, everything. Full details. Measuring all this, measure your piston, everything to see if it's still within spec. This could save you money too, so just buying a bunch of stuff you don't need. But this is a complete manual and everything. So shout out to eManual Online for sending me this manual so I can share with you guys. All right, now that we've taken a look at the manual, I'm going to pull the clutch and this gear off and see if I can see anything wrong in the kickstart area. for it binding up. And then if we find nothing wrong there, we'll go ahead and split the cases. Gear comes right off. All right, so here's the linkages. Shifter. Not going to take the oil pump off. Let's go ahead and pull the top end off now. Nice and clean. Let's go ahead and pull the head off now. There's the head. We'll clean those valves up and check them. It's hard to see in this light. There's a little bit of pitting in here. Probably use a new hone. We'll measure this and see if it's a stock bore or not. $17. Do I need the flywheel puller? Yep. It's that easy. All right. Here's what this side looks like. This is the new stator and stuff he switched over. That looks right. Looks connected right. Don't think anything was binding up on this. Ooh. Is that the Woodruff key? Well, I just got real lucky that the Woodruff key stayed with that flywheel. I'm wondering if this is what was binding it up inside there. Let's try to kick this thing over and see what it does. I'm gonna set you guys back up here. Something's still messed up in there. All right, we're gonna have to split the cases. I guess there's no way around it. So I'm just gonna tap around this, try to see if these are gonna come apart easy. So I want to take the side off that doesn't have the transmission on it, and I believe it's that side. I'm going to go ahead and take this sprocket off, just in case it's going to be in the way. Alright, let's go ahead and try to split these cases. Oh, I was wrong. Transmission's on this side. Oh, I guess the transmission's on that side. So I'm thinking this isn't hooked up right. We're gonna have to take a look at the manual and figure that out. Here's our crank. That looks good. That actually looks new. Some junk in the bottom of the case. Bearings feel good. Cool. I'm not going to pull the crank through. There's really no point. So I guess I'm going to end part one. We're going to go look through the manual and see what we can figure out about this kickstart, because that doesn't seem right. Transmission gears all look good. So this got to connect to something. Maybe it's on that side. So stay tuned for part 2.